Welcome back to episode 236 of the Craftverse series, and this is the finale of building this farm. 2 stations are completely, fully operational. The next set are ready with their water and everything. I just have to actually slab up the last little bit and add in the dividers, and then turn these into farmland. And then we've got that over there that still needs to be done. Let's go ahead and get the last bits of slabbing done. And then get the divider in. This divider was not included in the original poster's design. I added this as an additional easy mode for planting, as well as the slabs on the sides. Side needs to have this done. By turning these into non-full blocks, like farmland, you allow the light of these sea lanterns to pass through easier. So it's an additional lighting for the underside. Not that you needed it with the spawn proofing already done. But it never hurts to have extra. So you never know when the game's going to throw you a curveball and say, oh, by the way, he can spawn here now. Wait, what? That's a thing you can do. Yes. I am the game. I do what I want. Oh, okay, so that's how we're going to play it. Yes. Round 2, fight! Damn it, who let a zombie in? You didn't spawn proof well enough. I need to put the redstone over here. And it's easiest to just run across the underside of the upper slab. Alright, and now this section is going to be ready for crops very soon. This one, however, is ready for water as soon as I put a thing here. Is that just, that's just a glass, okay. And then on top of that glass we have a light. And time for the dispenser system. Okay, and then we put that there. You on top. Stretch you across. Oh, no, 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 no. You're not a full block. We're not doing that. We're doing this. And the last dispenser is placed now, which means I am 1 lane shy on the dirt. Unacceptable. Who said you could join in the fun? Okay, that area is not safe to be working around. So we're going to go sleep real quick. I'm going to grab some dirt, finish off that lane, and then we'll be good to go. I don't know how I overlooked an entire lane of dirt. It's fine. We're going to fix it. Don't worry. And then we're going to update the map once it's done. Yeah, it's even overlooked right here. Oof. Okay. The cow now has a friend in his little boat. I think I'm going to call that Cow Launch Lake. Or Cow Launch Pond. Yeah, Cow Launch Pond seems acceptable. Sure that has the glass, and it does. 2 you, 1, 2 you. 2 light, 1, 2 light, 1 light. 1, 2, 3 light, 1, 2, and a water bucket. And then you. Good, good. Now I have to do the same thing here. 1, 2 light, 1, 2 light, 1 light, 1, 2 light, 2 light, 1 light, 1, 2, 3 light, and 1, 2. Therefore, you get a light. Now we bring this all the way across. Ah, glass. Can't forget you, lest I have an overflow issue. Glass in the back. Actually, did I leave that there on the other side? I think I did leave that there on the other side. Hmm. Here we go. Now we gotta get back up there. Finish the slabbing. All right, next water source. Bam. You there. Officially done with glass, I believe. This, I'll officially be done with redstone. It's already, nope, never mind, I gotta get that side in. I like calling it early, evidently. Okay, so now all the redstone should be in. Now I gotta finish getting the dividers in. That connects. There's this one block gap, easy reaching. All right, so now I shouldn't need any more slabs, right? Everything should be slabbed up as it needs to be. All the fronts are good. It's a matter of now getting those turned into farmland. And it's getting all of the water buckets installed. And then testing each zone. "11 minutes in and already almost got the thing completed." Okay. Last use of the hoe is down here. The one thing I never did was turn these hoes into netherite, but that's easy enough to do. Last platform. I can get to the dispensers from the outside, so I don't have to risk coming up here. And then it's just a matter of getting all of the fencing in down here, and then the underside will be completely done. Whew. Okay, so let's go get 6 buckets. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I do have enough for 6. Let's make sure. Do I have these ones in? No. So I need more than 6. I need 12, right? Yeah, because I only have the first 6 in. Huh. Hell, I need 4 more buckets then. It's not like I have an iron farm right here or anything. That is probably exactly 4. Tis. Doo 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 doo. Get out of here, Poppy. So I don't need any more slabs. Don't need any more blocks. Any more dirt. Redstone. Don't need the poppy. Don't actually need any of these, really. I do, however, need to get all 12 buckets filled. Gotta love infinite water sources. Oh, rude. Okay, now we're good. This actually went by pretty smoothly. So I've already got all of these in. Last bucket. Okay, now I have to get the birch fences all the way wrapped around, and I can go ahead and get some of these extra birch trees taken out while I'm doing that. This is a good sized birch, but we're gonna start over here. Now, I have stuff more than just on one side. I have a little bit of action going on the east, a little bit of action going on the west, bit of action on the south, and now it's getting up to time for me to start getting some building done in the north region of the base. Also have this empty field over here I can build stuff in. It's nighttime. See how many of these I can craft up since I can't dupe them anymore, sad face. 90. That's not bad, but that's not going to be enough. Then I also, while I'm here, need some more of these. Probably not that many, but I'll still need more of them. Ow. Get this side in first. So that was already a good portion of this. At least the 6, right? Surely at least the 6. In fact, I think it might have been 7 I needed. Oh, 2 fences short. And then I still need it over here, but that's fine. Yeah, and it was the 7. So now that's all of those in, and it's just this one section here, and then all the way down that side. So I do need some more birch fences, and then I can get some lanterns, which I already have crafted, so that's one less thing to do. Let's get some more birchies. $90 was good for most of it. Forget exactly how many logs that was. Didn't feel like it was that much. Another tree over here. Eventually, my goal is to have enough extension to make it over this way. But I don't want to go ahead and flatten everything to the same Y level. I want there to be some height variance like there is off on the other side to make it look semi-natural. Look like I'm building with the environment and not taming it to my whim. That's definitely enough. But I also have to factor in my farm over here and the access points. Ow. Good thing I had the golden apple active, because ow, that would have hurt. Where's the sticks? Sticks. Might be enough. Keyword might. In my testing world, I used jungle, but honestly, I think the birch works better. We are going to have it go to right here. That way no chickens or pigs or anything can sneak underneath. No baby zombies. Not that I really worry about baby zombies being in there, to be honest. And it's enough. Okay, now it's lantern time. Light up this back area. It does have a good bit of light, to be fair, but it's not quite enough for my liking. Let's grab these, because I'm done with them. I need to get some berry bushes for this corridor here. I need to get some lanterns. And then we're done. It's just planting the crops at that point. Okay, crops. Do I have berry bushes over here? I have some, but not many left. That's fine. That's a start. Plant what I have here. I'm not doing one for beetroot, just so we're clear. Lights are other side, next to the bed. That ought to do it. We'll come back over here to this side, chuck these in the bottom because I don't need them. And is there anything else I needed to grab? I don't have any more seeds, so this is just going to have to be what I've got. Ow. Why did that hurt so much? Okay, so we're going to do this, this. That was supposed to be the end cap anyway. It's one of the reasons I left these as they are, so I can easily mark where the lanterns have to go. Now I have to get on the inside. And then we have these match. Now I had a unique request on one of my previous videos that I did see, and I am working on potentially getting a design for that. But I want to save the shout out for once it's in place. So I hope you know who I'm referring to. And you can hold off just a little bit while I'm getting things in order. Okay, this side is completely done. I can now get these out of my inventory. I'll come back and get more of them later. Start from the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll come back all the way down this area once those are done and get more. It's tater time. I'm going to do the potatoes in the back, carrots in the front, and wheat in between. This is just to show you how to easily go about planting everything. And sometimes they don't want to plant. You never have to actually enter these safe areas. So you never have to trample any of the crops. The only time you'll need to go in there is if the water is on for too long and will destroy farmland. So just be aware of how long you let the water flow over it. And while recording this, the name of the original designer escapes me, but I will be putting it in the description. So don't worry about not being credited for your work. This is very, very helpful indeed. So I will make sure to give people credit for my inspirations where it is due. I actually have another bridge design I'm working on getting the materials for, and that will be going on the northern side of the base. And I got this inspiration from someone on Twitter. You can call that site whatever you want. The soul of it is still Twitter. Okay, both of these are now potatoes. And that was pretty much the same amount of stacks I had for carrots to start with. I'm going to be putting these in the middle one. That is all of the seeds that I had. That is a pitiful amount of seeds. That's fine though. We're going to be getting all of the carrots in now. Nice peaceful rain. Hopefully it stays that way. I don't feel like dealing with skelly horses, but at least I have fully spawn-proofed the actual farm area at this point. So they wouldn't be that big of a deal at the moment, as they spawned somewhere they could shoot at me. Which thankfully the horses themselves don't have the ability to do, unlike llamas. They don't have projectiles. But the riders are another story. And I'm I'm not sure if Mr. Insanity Sugar from Twitch watches my YouTube content, but when I joined his realm, let's just say my first introduction was spawning or at least encountering a skelly horse. I don't know if I have that video up on the channel. That was a PvP realm and I didn't stick around very long. For various reasons. I'm not a PvP guy. On all of my important realms, I have it turned off. Granted, I'm the only one that's on Craftverse realm, so if somebody else has their own realm for their own Craftverse seed, be interesting to see what you guys are building. So if you have a channel yourself that you're doing that on, you can go ahead and link that in the comments section, I don't mind. We can grow together. Hopefully my series gives you some inspirations for building your own setups however you would like them to be. Potatoes and carrots are now full, and now I have to grind up all of my wheat. All my wheat is currently sitting in the main field over there, and I don't really feel like tainting it, so let's come up to the top of the mob grinder right here and get a bird's eye view of this thing. It is done. I'm surprised I was able to do that all in 1 week's worth of episodes, to be honest. It took a lot more jerry-rigging to do in testing, because I was originally just going to do them as separate entities, but it actually worked perfectly to have all 4. 6, yes, 6 stations. I actually have room for another set of 6 if I had another 6 crops, but I don't think melons and pumpkins would do the same thing. They're more even number requirement, whereas those are odd number requirement. I'll do some thinking on that. Next week we'll be doing something a little bit different, but this week we had to get that installed so I can at least say I have crops. Yes, I had the stuff that's wrapped around my base, but I have that for aesthetic more than anything, so that would be for actual use. Utility. Also, how am I standing on this? I don't know. But that's going to do it for this week, and I'll see you in next week's episodes. We're going to be doing some shenanigans. Have a good rest of your weekend, everybody. And don't forget to leave a like before you head to the next video. Peace.